Hi, I just wanted to get on here and do a quick update. I think the last time I got on here, I told you guys that we were definitely looking into doing donor sperm. Kind of let everything settle down for a month or two, but I don't like the words no. And when I want something really bad, I don't like when people tell me I can't have it. So I've just been doing a lot of research, because one of the things that's always kind of haunted me since this whole thing began is my husband's varicocele. And, we had 3 doctors that told us, face to face, that it wouldn't cause a complete depletion of sperm. Well, I've been doing research since, Tuesday, I think? I've been doing research since Tuesday, and I've read so many cases, or so many doctors that say that it can. So, and one of them is a world-renowned, specialist on male infertility. So, I don't feel like we've gone through every avenue that we can go through to make sure. I didn't talk to my husband about this. I didn't know how he'd feel. I didn't know how he'd feel about going through all of everything that we've done again. I don't even know if our parents will pay for it again. I don't really know, but I've been emailing a doctor at Cornell University, and he's the one that I was talking about that is well-known specialist on male factor infertility, and he thinks with the fact that they have found sperm that with a varicocele repair that it would improve his sperm count. So what we're doing is I'm going to call on Monday, and I'm just going to get a copy of my medical record sent to me for me to have. And then I'm going to either fax or email him all of my records. So we're going to do a telephone consult with him. I don't see it happening where we could get up there. God, I just wish somehow this pile of money would just, fall into my lap. But my husband's a chef. I'm a dance teacher. We don't have money. I mean, if it weren't for my dad, we wouldn't have been able to even do the first cycle. And I just think with our prognosis after that, I don't think he's going to say, "Oh, let me pay for another one." I'm just going to focus on one step at a time, because if not, it's kind of how I had to do it before. I don't know. But I'm just going to focus on one step at a time. First step, get my medical records and do a telephone consult with him. After that, just have to go step by step. But I did talk to my husband. I told him I had been emailing this doctor, and he said that, whenever we talked to our RE, and she's like, well, now you'll have peace of mind knowing that you've tried everything that you can try. He was like, when she said that, he was like, I kept thinking the same thing, that I don't feel like we have. So, he feels the same way I do. As much as in a couple of, thinking I could be pregnant in a couple of months if we did the donor sperm, it's more important to me that we try everything that we can possibly try. I don't think the doctors in Birmingham didn't do everything that they could do, I guess. I've never been in this situation. It's highly confusing. Anybody out there that's doing IVF, I would highly recommend that you do as much research as possible, and you ask as many questions as possible. I don't ever feel like the doctors, intimidated me, but I kind of had these thoughts before we even went and saw the second urologist in Birmingham. And I just didn't say anything, because it's like, they went to medical school. Why am I going to question? And this is the stupidest thing I've ever done. But ask questions. Who cares if they're stupid? Ask them. I really suggest, and I know this now for any situation in my lifetime, if it's a medical situation, I'm going to learn as much as I can. And if I feel like something's not being done that could, I'm going to ask about it. So, and then if I don't feel like I'm getting the right answer, I'm going to get a second opinion. So, it's something I know now, but, and I kind of feel like, I just had this gut instinct when all this happened, just fix the varicocele, see what happens. I mean, there's probably like, I don't know, less than a 2 or 3% chance that, maybe everything would start working fine. More than likely, we would still have to do, the same thing we did before, but the quality of the sperm might be better, because I don't know if any of you know about a varicocele, but it actually overheats the testicles, and not only does it lower sperm count, it actually, from what I've read, in a lot of cases, damages the sperm that's in the testicle, which seems to me, and this is just logical, that if the sperm is damaged and not working properly, then how is it going to fertilize an egg, So, I don't know. We'll see what this doctor in New York says, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. We're not giving up. I don't give up. If I want something really, really bad, I won't give up until, it's kind of like I will beat my head up against a brick wall until I get what I want. But, there will be, a stopping point. Like, if this doctor says that he doesn't think that there's anything that we could do, then we'll probably move on. But, we just can't stop yet. Anyway, on the other front, I start my 17 tomorrow, and I'm very excited because it's, I've been on a lot of diets in my lifetime, but it's one of the ones that, like, I'm actually excited about, and I know I'll be successful. So, I'm glad about starting that in the morning because I'm still having indigestion issues, but I will be doing, I have a blog, and I don't think I've ever, like, connected it with my YouTube. I put my YouTube videos up on it, but I've been doing it since the beginning. I started blogging about our whole experience, but I might put a little link in there so you guys can do that, but I'll be doing a blog every day and a video blog every week, but I have weigh-in tomorrow for the first day, and then I'll start weighing in on Mondays like I usually do. The reason I do that is that it keeps me accountable over the weekend that I don't cheat, because I know I've got weigh-in on Monday, so I don't cheat, because it's easier for me to cheat on the weekends than it is on the weekdays, because I'm busy. But anyway, that's about it for now. Let's see what else. I start running and doing Body Rock again next week, which I'm kind of excited about, and just getting those medical records. But I'm wishing everybody luck out there. I've seen some VFPs that made me very, 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 very happy, and I'll be praying for everybody else and sending everybody baby dust, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.